Hello Filio users. This is the instruction on how to use Filio website. To start using Filio website, you need to go to filio.io. As soon as you go to the filio.io, you can click on My Account. Once you click on that, you have a couple of options. The first one is login, register, and forget. If you are new users, you need to go to the register part and just fill in this information. These are important that you enter all this information correctly and put your email company address and also the company address. If you click this option as an account manager, it means that you can remove subscriptions. I will show you how you can do this. Let's go to the login page. Here, I already have an account information. I can log in. As soon as I log in, I can see a couple of options. One of them is projects, the other one is user info, and the last one is plans. For the projects part, you can see the tabulated option right here that I can see all the projects that I created or the projects that being shared with me. And I can see the location of the projects on the Google Map as well. If I go to the user info, it shows me the information that I enter when I register for this account. And there is a upload option here that you can upload the company logo. We need the company logo when you want to create report using your images. And the last one is about plans. And here, as you can see, there are 4 data collectors. Here in Filio, we consider data collectors as mobile app users. It means that in this account, I have 4 people who are taking pictures. And I have 5 licenses. Out of 5 licenses, I'm using 4 of them. If I want to free up one license, for instance, if I want to remove Andres, I can go here and remove him. As soon as I remove Andres, it's asking me whether I want to remove him or not. Right now, I have 4. When I remove him, now the number of licenses turn into 3. Now I have 2 left. So let's go to the projects part. I'm going to show you how you can create a project. Let's click on this button. Once you click on this button, you need to just add your project name, the project code, client, project location, description, project manager, the date that you started the project, and the phone numbers. What is this phone number? Is to add the data collectors. For instance, I'm going to add myself. And as soon as I do the plus, it shows my name that this person is going to be involved in this project. If you add plus and it does not show any name, it means that that person has not downloaded the mobile app. It is very important for that person to download the mobile app before you can add it to the project. Then once you add that person to the project, you can here search for the project location. If you do not know the lat and long of the project, you can just click on show map and you can search for your location. For instance, Georgia Tech. Then you can click on that. If you want to just understand if you want to just have a better location, you can just drag and drop this marker. You can click this one to exit. Also, if you want to use your current location, you can use this button. The last part, which is optional, you can have a layout for your project. So instead of using Google Map, you can have a layout or blueprint for your project. I will explain about this later. Many of these options, you can change them later on. Okay, now let's go to one of the projects. You can go to the projects using the map, or you can go to the project using this table. Let's go to the Filio IO project. As soon as I go to the project, I can see all the pictures taken, and also I can see the pictures are showing up on the map. It shows that there's about 7 pictures on the map here. Now it's about 8. As I zoom out, the clusters is clustering more pictures. On the left-hand side, I have the tabulated pictures. It shows my pictures. It shows the description of picture. The description is the time that a mobile app users take a picture and use the voice captioning. And just we have the description here. Then we have the lat and line and also bearing, the direction, which direction the picture has been taken. And we have the image name, we have the tag, the picture is taken by who, and also we have the labels. The labels are being generated by Filio. We use our in-house artificial intelligence to label images for you. What is the advantage of this labeling? That you can search through the metadata. For instance, I'm going to search test right here. I search test and it shows me all the pictures having tests in the metadata. You can see I have tests here and I have tests here too. Now let's search something that our artificial intelligence detected. Let's say window. And we can see that this picture has a window, and the reason is that because our artificial intelligence detected that there is a window over there. Let me remove this one. Okay, so you can see that we have a couple of options here. If I click on this button, what you can do, you can just change and edit the image information for each image. I can cancel that. Some of the pictures have another option, a new option, which is called the measurement. Let me click on this measurement option. If the mobile collectors are using the new cell phones like Samsung S20 Plus or Samsung Ultra, Filio provided this capability of measuring for an image. Let's say I'm going to use inch here to do the measuring. What you can do, you can just start measuring and see the size of this door here. This measurement is quite accurate and depends on the lightness and also the contrast of the picture. But in general, it has a very high accuracy. Then you can save this image as a new image and then you can use this measurement for your report. I'm going to exit this part. Video has a couple of options. So this one is a search option. As soon as I search, for instance, window, you can see that this map is also being updated. So all these components are connected to each other. And also this is the timestamp part, and it shows that this picture is taken July 9th. And so you can see all these options are connected to each other. Let me remove this. I can also do the filtering based on the map. For instance, I want to zoom in here and I just want to take these two pictures. We have this selection here. I click on that and then I can just select these two pictures. And then you can see these two pictures. And it shows in what time frame these two pictures are being taken. Both of them are being taken in June 25th. If I press cross here, I can get out of this environment. I can do the same here for the timestamp. For instance, I'm going to see the pictures which are taken in June 13th. And these are the pictures taken on that day. You can see June 13th. And everything is also being updated on the Google Map part. I'm going to do view all here. So we have a couple of options down here. One of them is select all. You can select all the pictures. Why do we need select all? Then once you do select all, then you can use many of these information here. The second one is the delete option. You need to select and then you can delete images. Make sure that you do not this task if you're not sure, because if you remove images, this process it cannot be undone and we cannot do anything for you. I'm going to cancel here. Third option is about import. You can import information into Filio. Let me click on import, and then what you can do, you can import from your local device, your local computer. Let me import this one for you. And then you can upload it. You can also import from your Dropbox, OneDrive, or SharePoint, and also Google Drive. Once you import a picture from any of these sources, we will find the metadata of your picture and will import them into Filio. If the image doesn't have a metadata, we'll associate the project GPS to that image. Also, we run the picture through our AI algorithm to label those for you. Let's test this one. I'm uploading one image. As soon as the upload is done, you can see the pictures is going to be shown up here. The picture is shown up here, and if you look at the artificial intelligence, it says the mobile phone, gadget, communication device, portable, and whatnot. And then later on, if I just write device, you can see all these like pictures are devices. Well, this is a computer, this is a monitor, and these are mobile phones. Okay, so let me remove this one. Second option is about save as. So for instance, I'm going to save these two pictures. I click on save as, and there are a couple of options the way you can just save your pictures. If you want to just save the metadata, CSV, then you can import them in Google Earth, and Google Earth, you can just use GIS over there. Filio is compatible with Google Earth and different GIS platforms. Or you can just save selected images, or you can just save metadata and selected images altogether. These are going to be a zip file. You can save it into your computer, you can save it in your Google Drive, or your OneDrive, or SharePoint, or your Dropbox. The option is yours. So for now, I'm not going to save anything. The other option using Filio is to create report. Let me clear all and select all, and let me clear the report. So for the report, we have a couple of templates. These are the four main templates. And here is a logo. The logo, the logo is shown here is the one that we uploaded on the user page, right here. If you want to change the logo, you can do it right here. If you want to send it to a customer or to a client of yours and they need different logos, you can do it here. If you create a new project, we are still going to use your company logo. And there are a couple of options here that you can just use those for your reports. Let's use 2 pictures per page, and let's create that one. Okay, as you can see, the first part, we show the map part, which is interactive, and it shows the pictures taken, the map part. Here's the map part. You can zoom in and zoom out based on the way you want it to be shown. And then I scroll down, you can see the information here, the company logo, and the page number. Reviewer, client, project location, and project name. And also these are all the pictures that we have here. All these fields are dynamic. For instance, I can just add test is correct, or any option, or any information. You can change all of these fields. Note that changing the fields here will not change it on your website, on the project side. So it's just a temporary one to create the report. And also, if you just go over the image, you can zoom in and you can just be specific about like a part that you want to just uh, mention. Also, what we have over here, we have annotation. For instance, I'm going to add square here and say this part is important. If I want to change the color, I click on this part and I can change the color to red. And let's say I'm going to just add a text right here. In order to add text, just write something here. This is a test. And then I can change the color as well if I want to. So as soon as I'm done, I can save it here. I save it and it's going to stay here. And then if I zoom in and zoom out, I can see that tag is going to stay there. Again, this is not going to change everything on your project. This is just a temporary tag. And you can do the same for the rest of the pictures if you want, and you have all the information here. As soon as you're done with all these changes, you can print it, and then you have a printed version of your pictures. Then you can save it as PDF, or you can save it to your Google Drive or anything you want. Okay, so this is about the project part, the creating report part. Let me exit this part. Let's go back to where we were in the project page. Okay, look, so we have, I showed you create report, and also we have copy too. For instance, if I want to just copy these pictures to another project, I can just use this one. Assuming I have a couple of projects here, I can just copy these pictures from one project to other projects. Okay, so another important part of Filio is the layout part. As you can see, this project has a layout, and I can show you how I added this layout. If I click on sheet 1, you can see that one picture has been taken here, and this shows right here. If I click on that picture, it shows this picture belongs to this layout. This layout is important when you work inside indoor and renovation and you're working with buildings. If I refresh the page, we already know which layout you chose, so we're going to show you that one. Let's go back to map. The reason I had just one picture in my layout because that picture was belonged to that layout. But on the map part, we show all the pictures, no matter whether that picture belongs to that layout or not. Let's go to the setting part. In the setting part, we have a couple of information of the project. As I told you, we can change some of them. Except project name, we can change the rest of the information. And also, you can delete your project. We need a confirmation of deletion. Please do not do this task if you're sure. Because if you remove it, we're going to remove all the information regarding this project and also the images. The second part is about organize. If you go to the organize, we have a couple of bullet points information here. These information are very important to read through before uploading the layout. Please make sure to read all the bullet points here. So what you can do for this project, you can click here and you can just import your layout. Please just use one PDF and make sure all the layouts are inside one PDF. For instance, if you're working with a building with 20 floors, that PDF might have 20 pages, and let's make sure that all the pages are in one PDF. The second part is about the tags. These are the tags which are being added. As soon as you add them there, the mobile app users will receive those tags. If you can see here, we have an option called tag. The reason we have tag, when the mobile app users take pictures, they don't want to just repeat the same caption over and over. They can create tags, and that way all the pictures are going to be added to those tags. The other reason to have tags, if you search tags here, you can just classify or clusters pictures based on the tags. And then we have image naming rule. One of the very interesting and important part of Filio is the access part. We have Filio users and public users. If you know someone in your company that has Filio accounts, web accounts, you can share this project. For instance, I'm going to share this project with Maddie or Andres at filio.io. And then I do plus. And as soon as I do that, when I save it, Andres is going to receive this project on his user page, and this project is going to be one of the shared projects. And then Andres can have access to all these features. But again, you can modify the features. For instance, I want Andres to just create report, nothing else. Then you can do it. For instance, if you don't want Andres to have access to this project, you can just remove it easily right here. Okay, so let's get out of this place. Let's say we want to just share this project with someone who does not have Filio account, public users. Again, so let's send this email to andres at filio.io. As soon as I do that, Andres at filio.io is going to receive an email from us, which is a public link, and by just clicking on that public link, that person can directly access to this project. Okay, and then you can modify the access. On default, we do not have any access. But for instance, you want Andres to edit images, you give this access, or you want to select all. Okay, so for now, I just remove that one. And here is the data collectors for this project. Here, I'm the only one who is taking pictures for this project, but I can just add, for instance, Andres to this project, and then Andres plot. As soon as I save all, Andres as a data collector on his cell phone, on his Filio mobile app, he's going to receive a notification that he has been added to this Filio.io project. And then he can start taking pictures. Okay, the number of people that you can add here, it depends on the number of subscription you have. If you have 5 subscription, you cannot go beyond 5 people. And sorry, I forgot to mention about the, yes, I mentioned about the layout, and that's it about Filio. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.